Promised, we have the basic ingredients to make the bread. So what we will be doing today is some kind of round burger breads and also a loaf. So first of all, we have our regular refined flour, which is called maida, and we have it exactly half a kilo, 500 grams. And to that we are going to add 25 grams yeast. Okay, this is powder granules. You get this in the market, any grocery shop. 25 grams for half a kilo of flour, refined flour, maida. We require some salt that we will be adding in our flour, and a little sugar that is to make the mixture of the yeast. We need to have this yeast in liquid form, so we are going to add a little bit of lukewarm water and sugar and mix the yeast in this bowl. So here I have Natty to assist us with this bread preparation.
Okay, we will have to put some 4 tablespoons of sugar. So I am doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and half cup water maybe.
So this is a measure of half a cup. She is going to add half a cup. Half and half makes 1 cup. Now these cups are 200 ml. So we have added
3 cups.
3 cups of water, which is 3 times half a cup, which is 300 ml of water. Okay, you can add a little less sugar also. The sugar is required for the yeast to react. So if you don't add the sugar, the yeast is not going to react in the water. The main purpose of adding sugar, you can add 3 tablespoons of sugar also, but 4 will give a better reaction, because the more the sugar, the sweetness in the water solution, the reaction of the yeast will take place actively. So another reminder, we have used lukewarm water. When you are going to add this water of 300 ml, we need to keep in mind it has to be lukewarm, not warm, not hot, and not room temperature, but lukewarm. This is to make the yeast react. If you do not add the lukewarm water, then the reaction is not going to take place as desired. So we need to make this cultured yeast a good solution, so that it reacts with the flour and the result is a good bread.
It has to dissolve properly.
Yeah. So stir well for about 5 minutes or so. So this is the yeast that we have mixed with the lukewarm water, and now it needs to rest for about 5 to 10 minutes depending on the reaction.
You can see the bubbles.
Yeah. Now you see the solution is a little bit thick, and in another 5 to 10 minutes it's going to get more fluffy, and you will see the carbon dioxide bubbles coming up in a little while. So let it settle for 5 to 10 minutes. Cover it, and we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So now what we are going to do is we are going to transfer this flour into a different utensil, so that we can knead it well. You need a little room while you knead the flour, the dough. So we will add the flour. Remember, this is half a kilo of flour, 500 grams. And so we have it in our mixing utensil. We are going to add the salt, about 1 teaspoon of salt. Now salt is depending on how people would like to take it more or less depending on your taste. But a big hipped teaspoon of salt. We're going to mix this salt and flour and get this flour mixed. The next step is we are going to add some oil to this mixture. Yeah, so Nadi will add some oil. So a little less than half a cup, so you can put it. That's good enough. We're going to mix it in the flour. Okay.
So now I'll have to use my hands.
Yeah. Make sure you wash your hands before we put the hands into this flour.
Please
Please.
wash your hands.
Always have
The
good
ladies.
practices like washing your hands before you touch foods that would be consumed. So now what we are going to do is we are going to transfer this flour into a different utensil so that we can knead it well. You need a little room while you knead the flour, the dough. So we will add the flour. Remember, this is half a kilo of flour, 500 grams. And so we have it in our mixing utensil. We are going to add the salt, about 1 teaspoon of salt. Now, salt is depending on how people would like to, take it more or less depending on your taste. But a big hipped teaspoon of salt. We're going to mix this salt and flour and get this flour mixed. The next step is we are going to add some oil to this mixture. Yeah, so Nadi will add some oil. So a little less than half a cup, so you can put it. That's good enough. We're going to mix it in the flour. Okay.
So now I'll have to use my hands.
Yeah. Make sure you wash your hands before we put the hands into this flour.
Please
Please.
wash your hands.
Always have
The
good
ladies.
practices like washing your hands before you touch foods that would be consumed. So in the meanwhile, we have mixed the flour with salt and oil, and we have this mixture ready. So what we have done here is we have made it into a kind of a well by moving the flour on the side, and what we are going to do now is we are going to get our yeast mixed with this. You can take a look at this yeast now. Nice and raisin and fluffy. Okay, this is the magic. This is the magic of making the bread. So we are going to take this yeast and we are going to put it in this cavity that we have created. Look at the fluffy yeast. This is what we have to have while we are fermenting the yeast. Since this is an instant yeast, it just takes about 5 to 10 minutes for it to react, and we have our dough now, which is mixed by Natty, and we are going to knead it. We're going to knead it for say about 3 to 5 minutes. The more you knead, the more harder you knead the dough, the softer would be the texture of the bread that we are going to make now. So keep kneading till you get a nice fine texture, and which will turn into a nice fluffy ball. Yeah, will take about 3 to 5 minutes. So now we have kneaded the dough, and look at the texture. We've kneaded the dough for about 4 or 5 minutes. We are going to transfer this bread dough into this glass bowl, and we're going to leave it for say about 45 minutes to 1 hour. So we're going to transfer this, cover it, keep it, so it's going to rise, and once it rises we are going to, so we have the bowl, we have the dough, and let's cover it, leave it to rise. You see the quantity now, and I will show it to you in another 45 minutes. The yeast, the flour is going to react, it's going to rise, and this is what we want to make bread. The carbon dioxide molecules are going to be released and going to get trapped, and that's where the pores or the porous bread is going to be formed, and then we're going to bake it. So let's leave it for about 45 minutes. We'll cover it and let's do something else. Friends, we have the dough which we kept for 45 minutes, and you see it's kind of risen. So I'm going to ask Nelly to get it out of the bowl, lay it flat over here, and what we are going to do now is, see, it's nice and the texture is nice and smooth. So we're going to lay it on the table, and if you see, I have a tray here which I have used molds. Okay, these molds will help us to get our bread in shape. If you don't have the molds, it's fine. You just make sure that there is some distance between the breads that we place. So now we are going to slice the dough into 10 equally even portions. So we can place them in this, and we are going to leave it. So I'm going to ask Nelly to take this, make it into a nice round bowl, and insert it into these rings. So this is going to give the shape to our bread. If you don't have the molds, once again I repeat, you can use them but place them away from each other. So we'll have the first one inside, and we're going to leave them again for another 35 to 45 minutes. They're going to puff up again, because this is going to be the second rest period. And once we place all these dough balls, we are going to leave it for 45 minutes, 35 to 45 minutes, depending on how fast it will rise, and then we will bake it. We have placed these balls of dough into the rings, and they look something like this. Now it needs to rise again, because we have smashed that air bubbles, the CO2 bubbles. We have compressed them, we have put them in molds, we have put them on a tray. We are going to use a damp cloth. I'm going to ask Natty to place a damp cloth on the top of these, and we're going to leave it for another 35-45 minutes. When the breads will rise again, we're going to bake them. So this is the second stage of the breads getting puffed up. We have the second phase puff, and now what we're going to do is we're going to glaze this with egg white. Since we are making a burger bread, I said we are making a burger bread today. If you're making just a goan pav or just a bread, plain bread, you don't need the glazing, but this glazing is going to give it a kind of a polish on top, like how we have those hot crust buns, something like that. See, nice and puffed, and they're going to puff up more in the oven when we will put it inside the oven. So we're going to glaze this with egg white, just one egg white. So Natty is helping us in glazing this buns. So we're going to sprinkle this sesame seeds. See that? After applying the egg white, We have the sesame seeds on our buns. These buns are good to go with burgers. You can also stuff something inside them, like you want to make chicken or some sausages. You can stuff it inside this bread before you can bake it. Try it out. So we have the sesame seeds. We're going to leave this dough for another 5 minutes, and then we will put it in a preheated oven which will be heating at 200 degrees centigrades. So the next step would be